Hello and welcome. If you're like me and you like cars, then you know what it's like to have a car that means something to you and nothing to everyone else. For some, it's a car that was given to them by a loved one, or a car that they have owned for a long time and has got them through a rough patch in life, something that has been reliable, something that you can relate to. I'm going to start this channel with, out of all the cars I own, a car that is just that. It means something to me and nothing to everyone else that I know. Everyone who sees it looks at me and wonders, why do I still own it? Why do I still drive it? I have other cars. It has a certain value to me that I can't explain. I've owned the car for over 12 years. I really haven't had to do much to it other than repairs, regular maintenance and repairs due to my own neglect, letting it sit, or the one time I was trying to teach somebody how to drive manual and they snapped a fork. So I had to have that replaced, obviously, if I wanted to continue to drive it. Other than those things, this car just keeps going and going and going and going. Every time my father comes over and he sees it, he puts his hands on his head and he says, I can't believe it's still running. Thankfully, I still own it and I get to show it to you guys. It's been sitting for some time. It's going to need a couple of things to get it going again. The biggest thing is the alternator belt, and the alternator has froze and the belt snapped. I was able to free up the alternator, install a belt, get it started, and then other things I noticed were wrong with it, and we pick it up from there. These are just some pictures of the car over the years. The first time the brake system went out, and I had to fix it, and I got a parts car. Somebody had also backed up into the front of it. I put it together. It took me about 2 weeks between work and everything, and some pictures of it when it was done. Then the clear coat began to fade in this area, the rear and the roof right here. So then I went ahead and plasti dipped the whole car a few years ago, and that's what it looks like now. Okay, so what we wound up doing so far, we replaced this vacuum line here, as well as that one right there that was bad. And then we also had this one right here was completely shot. I was missing this clamp here. This was off. And the mass airflow sensor was dirty, as was the air filter. So we cleaned up everything, reconnected everything, and cleaned the contacts. Some of this good stuff here. Had good luck with it. And let's see if she starts and runs. Oh man, is it warm in here. Give me that. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's plug the fan in. It's running directly off the ignition. This was a cold start and the idle doesn't sound right. It's still falling flat on its face. Well, we found the culprit of the vacuum leak. The hose to the PCV valve was I mean, God, look, it's, I don't know if you can see in there, but that is, it's just clogged with oil. And it was being held together by electrical tape. So, yeah, that's why we had such a bad vacuum leak. So I don't have any of this on hand. I'm gonna have to go and grab some, and I'll be back. So the auto parts store did not have one available like this, where it's bigger on one end than it is on the other. So I did something that maybe I possibly shouldn't have. I don't know. I joined the two broken parts with a generous application of hot glue, and then I put a clamp on it. Let's see how it works. Well, seems to be working. It's not bogging down like it was. Idle is holding. Okay, on to the next thing. Better. The biggest problem I have with it is that starter. What happens when you go a little cheap? Say $50, I bought a rebuilt starter. That's no good. Alright, so roll up the window so we don't get too much wind noise, and let's see how she does. All the brakes are working perfectly fine, nothing's sticking. Better not, I replaced what? 3 out of 4 calipers, all pads and rotors. Alright. Okay. So let's keep it in second, and as soon as it straightens out, still got it. 345,000 miles. She still got it. Good car. So far, so good. Just hope nothing else goes wrong. So I went to go grab some carry out, and on the way back, if you can hear it, the exhaust decided to give way. So I'm headed to the shop right now, get it up on the hoist, see if we can't pinpoint it. Looks like the flex pipe area. Hopefully we can patch it. If not, get a new flex pipe, weld it in there, see how it goes. Doesn't sound too bad. So it was a small hole right there. You couldn't see it from before, but now the whole area is covered in muffler cement. Because this whole pipe here is one piece from the converter all the way, joins to the rear manifold and goes to the front. Okay, so I just got it back from the shop, and the exhaust leak is taken care of. It was a small hole, about the size of half the size of my pinky nail. So instead of just replacing the whole pipe, we put some muffler cement on it, and it's fine. So mechanically, everything is sorted out. Next is cosmetics, if I'm going to do anything. We'll see. But that's that. Mechanically, everything is done. Everything's working. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.